everybody. Just give me a second here before we start. I want to get logged in on Facebook and such, because you know we are broadcasting live from Facebook as well. Do 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 do. Let's see. We need some music. Alrighty, let's see. Create live video. Hopefully it will work, because sometimes it don't want to work. Sometimes it don't want to work, man. It's okay. Alrighty. Yes, we have camera. Add a title. I don't know where to add the title. That's all right. We'll just go live. Go live. I'll add a title later. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bom, 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 bom. Oh, we need some light. It's kind of dark in here. Hey, everybody. Who's out there? Dun, 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 dun. Who's out there with Miss Tracey? Boom, 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 boom. Who's out there with Miss Tracey? Who's out there? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Let's see. How do I get? All right. We want that. Wait. We don't want to hear me though. Who's out there? Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Hi, Krista. How you doing? Hey, Krista, if you've got any little people in the audience with us, definitely give me their names so that I can say hello. Oh, there you. Hey, the comments came back on the. Oh my gosh, you guys can see the house is still not the little old lady who built the house. Oh my gosh, it's still a mess in this living room. I'm getting the kitchen together though, y'all. So maybe we'll be broadcasting from the kitchen some of these days. Good night. So I'm looking for some groovy music, some groovy tunes for us to listen to while we're reading books. What do we want? We want royalty-free. We want royalty-free books, right? That's what we want. So who else is out there? Hi, Faith. Good to see you. Hey, Juliet. Hi. Good to see you. Glad to have you with us. You're going to read some stories with us today? Juliet is on. Dun, dun, dun. Juliet is going to read some books with us. You know what, you guys? It's taking too long for me to find this. We want copyright-free music. Yes, I just got back from the garden, so forgive me. I'm still a little hyped and still a little dusty with dirt because I went to go get some stuff out of the garden. Copyright. No. All right, you guys, you know what? We're just going to make this simple. I'm just going to, hopefully they won't get mad at me for, oh, wait. I think we might find it. We might have found it. Okay. I used to already have this stuff already queued up. I don't know. Chill hop. All right, here we go. I think that'll work. Yeah, I used to have everything. Hi, Stephanie and Cynthia and Miss Faith. Hey, you guys, if you have any little people in the audience with you, for sure, have them, give me their names so I can say hello to them. My screen looks a little fuzzy. Do I look fuzzy to y'all? I'm so doggone goofy. Yeah, let me say hi to your little people, okay? That'd be great. I'd love to say hello to the little people. So just giving everybody a little bit more time. Hi, Juliet. So happy to have you with us. Hi, Miss Krista. And who else is out there? It's taking a little time for the laptop to get caught up with the comments or whatever. But as soon as I see them, I will definitely give some shouts out. Yeah, like I said, if you got little people in the audience, Miss Tracey loves to say hi. So like, what is this beam of light right here? Do y'all see that? I don't know what's up with that. Nope, that didn't help. I don't know. Anywho, hi Jamie. Just let type in there. Do y'all see that little beam of light? It's like right there. Is that showing on your guys' TV on your screen? I keep wanting to say TV. Anywho, welcome to Storytime with the ICB bookstore and Read to Me, Miss Tracey on YouTube. Yeah, that's also my Gmail. So if you guys want to have a if you guys want me to, read something special for you guys, send me an email, or give me a little shout out. Look, I got a back scratcher. It's like get those little spots to get the yes, or like get the back scratcher, or if you get out of line, waka waka. Anyway, I would never beat you. I would never do that. Anywho, because we have too much fun on the ICB bookstore and Read to Me, Miss Tracey channel. So I am also broadcasting simultaneously, on my YouTube channel. Oh, wait, I hope that's not a spider web. Ooh. You know what, guys? So I don't know if like maybe 3 or 4 Sundays when I was broadcasting live from ICB bookstore, I don't know if you guys were watching and I got tagged by a bee. Were y'all watching when that happened to me? And guess what? I went to the library yesterday and found this cute little book about bees. Now, I'll be honest, that hurt like the dickens. But I survived. And look, I've got a little souvenir. My hand swole up. It looked like I was boxing with Mike Tyson. My hand swole up and I kept my cool because it was right during the time I was reading a book. And I did not want, because it was live with little kids right in front of me. And I didn't want to swat the bee because then it might have stung me and the kids right there. So didn't want that to happen. So nevertheless, I survived. But I'm proud of a book that we can about bees. So, hey, we need bees. We need bees in our lives. Bees pollinate. They pollinate the plants. So we wouldn't have apples and almonds and other really cool plants without the bees, right? We need the bees. And I felt bad that the bee died because once the bee stings you, it loses its little stinger thing and it dies. Womp womp. I felt bad, but not as bad as my hand felt. Anyway, sorry, bees. My friend was joking with me earlier today saying that there's a hit out on me because I killed that one bee. I didn't kill it. It killed itself. Anyway, because there was a big, fat, juicy, furry bumblebee that was like, I guess because I had this yellow shirt on. Oh, by the way, this yellow shirt was designed by Kababi. And it says, it says, can y'all see that? All the potential to all the children. Love Kababi and his wife, Rain. They have a wonderful store where they sell art and vegan cupcakes and vegan food that is so good. Oh, and most of their plates are named after African-American authors like Maya Angelou and Nikki Giovanni and Toni Morrison and things like that. How cool is that, right? And Brother Kababi is a wonderful artist. So you can go CBABI, last name Bayoc, BAYOC, but you can go to Sweet Art in St. Louis. Delicious. And they are open during COVID, but you can't go in. It's just curbside. Get you some good old delicious yum-yums. Okay, y'all. So let's get down to story time. Ready? You want to say the hello song with me? Okay, here we go. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Hello, friends. It's time to say hello. And that is dedicated to my friends at jbrary.com, where I got that song from. There's lots of story time ideas and music and little things that you can do, especially if you guys have little people that you're homeschooling. Great resource right there. So I do that, and I go to bookstore at ICME Bookstore and get my books. And just know, too, you guys, if you guys are waiting on book bundles and whatnot, I have talked to Pamela and Jeffrey Blair over there at the bookstore. Hi, Keenel. Hi, buddy. Hi, Keisha Boo. I have talked to them, and things are kind of starting to get to normal. There's, got a system now, so your books should not take as long to get out to you. But, right around this whole pandemic thing, there was a lot of stuff going on, and the publishers were back, on back order, and the shipments were back order. So it wasn't their fault necessarily, guys, so there should be a lot less lag time now involved. So we've got Keisha and Keenel watching, my homeschool, old school friends. So I don't know if you guys were watching when Miss Tracey got stung by a bee, but I found a book at the library yesterday, and it's called The Thing About Bees. And it's a love letter, because I love bees. I really do, even though it stung me. I didn't think it would sting me. I've had bees around me before, and they never stung me. I don't know. Maybe it was my perfume or something. But it's a love letter written by Shabazz Larkin. I love the pictures in this book. All right. Hopefully you will too. Ready? Let's turn up a little bit of music. Let's turn up a little bit. I didn't want to turn up. All right. I guess we don't want you to turn up. Okay. Here we go. Turn down for what? Let's see. This book is dedicated to my sons who teach me what it means to be fearless. Shabazz. I hope y'all can see that okay. All right. When a bee and a flower love each other very much, a fruit is born. The flower makes a sticky yellow dust called pollen. This is pollen. Miss Tracey's favorite plant, our flower, is the stargazer lilies, right? And it has a beautiful smell, but you know what? If you smell it, you get too close to the smell, you get the little pollen all over your face, and it stains your clothes and your face. Anyway, as the bee drinks the flower's nectar, I love nectar, especially in my champagne. She gets pollen all over her hairy body. Ooh, I've got hairy pollen all over my hairy body. Bumblebees and the sweet nectar. The bee moves pollen from one flower to another. Then we wait. Do 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 do. Boop, 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 boop. Y'all know I'm silly, right? You do know this. Okay, I'm moving on. And wait. Do, 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 do. And presto, the flower turns into a fruit you can eat. What are those, you guys? It's red and a little bumpy, and it's sweet inside. Yes, that's right, a strawberry. This process is called pollination. Can you say it with me? Pollination. We'd be hungry without the bees. They help vegetables and nuts grow too. Thank you, bees. Here's the thing about bees. Those pictures. I love it. Looks like those use watercolors. You guys will probably use watercolors at home or at school. Sometimes bees can be a bit rude Tell me about it. They fly in your face and prance on your food. The buzz in the bushes and they buzz in your ear. Don't matter. They sneak up behind you and fill you with fear. Just like they did a couple Sundays ago, Tracey. Look, oh, that bee is everywhere. Oh my, look, the baby even fell out of her chair. And worst of all, they do this thing called sting. Stung me, sure did. Ouch! Ow! We may want bees gone because their sting hurts. But if they were all gone, it would hurt much worse. Without bees, there'd be no more picnics with watermelon. There'd be no more smoothies with mango. There'd be no more strawberries for shortcakes and no more avocados for tacos. I personally like to make guacamole fresh. I don't like it at the grocery stores and stuff. I like guacamole fresh out of my kitchen. Tomato, onions, lime, a little salt and pepper, a little garlic. Oh, so good. Good. As a matter of fact, I went to the food share today and got some avocados, and I'm going to make some today. There'd be no apples, which means no more pie, no more cucumbers, which means no more pickles. Oh, that's one of my favorite words. Pickles and noodles. I wonder, do bees have anything to do with noodles? Let's read to find out. No more blueberries and raspberries for pancakes or sweet cherries to drizzle. Oh my, we've got to save the bees. Because some foods won't grow without bees to help them along. In a way, the bees are just like you. You buzz in the bushes and buzz in my ear. You sneak up behind me and fill me with fear. Boo! You fill my face, you fly in my face and prance on my food. You even sting when you're in a bad mood. Just like somebody else I know. Ouch! Look at that did you notice the big sunflower? See, you thought that was just the sun. Look, there's the leaves right there, just like sunflowers. But I never stop loving you, just like someone else I know. You're my sweet cherry, the apple of my eye. You're my cucumber pickle, my bumblebee in the sky. You're my cold watermelon at a picnic in the park. You're the avocados on my taco. You're my strawberry heart. Aww. Without those little buzzers, the world wouldn't know what to do. That's the thing about bees. We need them just as much as we need you. The world needs you. Hope you can hear me. I have a lot to learn from bees. Hey, what can we find out about bees? The author wrote this book because I have a ridiculous fear of bees. When my sons were born, I didn't want to pass that fear on to them. So I set to discover all I could about the little buzzers. I learned 3 things about bees. First, I learned that every living creature has a special part to play in the world. And that includes you. Second, when I learn more about a scary thing, the thing feels less scary to me. Third, I researched which bees and wasps are kind and which are kind of mean. I made a guide to help you see the difference too. It's brave to try and understand the things that scare us. Now go and be brave. Love, Shabazz. And look, here's a little story about all the bees. Let's see if we can find out which bees are mean and which ones are kind of nice. Everything you need to know about how not to get stung. I feel like this is a really good story to read. A guide to bees and wasps from kind to kind of mean. Okay, here we go. The bumblebee, the friendliest of all bees. Can sting, but usually ignores humans. That's the one that was in my backyard today. And I was like, oh, please don't sting me. Nest in the ground, excellent pollinator, makes honey, but not nearly as much as honeybees. Very fuzzy, too big and blobbly for its tiny wings, but flies anyhow. And then there's the carpenter bee, a big, harmless bee, rarely stings, makes nests in a dead wood like in old logs or in your house. That's why it's called a carpenter bee, just like Jesus was a carpenter. Great pollinator, has a little furry jacket. See his little jacket? See that little, I think I have like a little jacket like that too. It's like a little vest. And that's the bumblebee because it's kind of big and juicy and fat. Then there's the honeybee. I think that's the sucker that stung me. Says the world's best pollinator and pollen eater. Very friendly. Can only sting once. Well, thank goodness. Lives inside hollow trees or logs or in human-built hives. Makes honey and then eats it. I guess you can have your cake and eat it too. Makes wax to build honeycombs for storing pollen, honey, and baby bees. Does a waggle dance to help hive mates find the good flowers. Then there's wasps. Oh, wait, I think this is the wasp over here. So the wasp, the mud dauber, this little buzzer is not a bee and not aggressive and rarely stings. Has a long, skinny body with almost no hair. Hunts spiders for dinner. Hey, I might need to invite that thing over. Most famous for its tube-shaped nest made out of mud and not a pollinator. Here, there's a close-up of it right there. See it? And then there's the hornet, the largest wasp, only aggressive when threatened, so leave it alone. Sting hurts the most of all wasps, and they can sting more than once. Whoa. A pollinator, but much less than bees, chews wood into a pulp and makes paper nests. I didn't know. I wondered how they did that. And loves to eat rotting fruit and other insects. Who knew? That's what a hornet looks like. See? Then there's the yellow jacket. Very aggressive when threatened and not very hairy. Also not a bee, but they do pollinate just a little bit. If you see one, walk away slowly. If one stings you, run away fast because others will follow. Hunts garden pests, making gardeners happy. Eats meat and people food, making picnickers grumpy. So that's the one you want. If it stings you, man, haul away. Big time. They are kind of mean. So all the way from the bumblebee, which is kind, then the carpenter bees, a little less kind, honeybees, a little less kind, the mud dauber, not so much, and then the hornet and the yellow jacket, hold behind. Zoom, 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 zoom. Boy, you want to be bionic. You see those yellow jackets come. Huh. There you go. If you're still afraid of bees, you can wear a beekeeper suit because we are all beekeepers. But seriously, we need to love the pollinators. Do all you can to save the bees, please. The end. And here's another story. Love will conquer fear. Yes, it does. Yeah, that was by Shabazz Larkin. Yeah, got it from my library. I like to go to the St. Louis Public Library and get my books. And then once I get my books, if I really, really like it, like I just might get that one, I order it from the ICME bookstore. Yep, that's what I like to do. Okay, so we were just talking about love. And I also saw this one at the library. And I think, I'm almost positive this is a new Sophia book. We've read some of the Sophia's, I think we read Sophia learns the word no or something like that. I think this is a 2020 book. I'm almost positive. I was looking forward to find out. But I like Sophia. She's a very smart, sassy little girl. This is Sophia's art assignment. Draw something you love, but even noodle. Oh, that's another one of Miss Tracey's favorite words, noodle. Speaking of which, I saw Noodle today, a rare sighting of Noodle in the food share. Anyway, but even Noodle agrees that Sophia's attempts are too ordinary, humdrum or flat. Can she find a way to look at love from a new point of view? Oh, and there's her pet giraffe. I think we read this story when she first learned about saying that's something where she the Overdrive app, Kanell and Keisha, that's a great space. I love that. Yeah, that's exactly right. And you know, Hoopla app, everybody. We're talking about Overdrive app where you can download ebooks so you don't have to actually go into the library. And you can download audiobooks and ebooks on Overdrive. But the Hoopla app, you can also do ebooks, audiobooks, movies, magazines, and music. All from your phone, and you check them out from the library. Yes, I do that a lot. Well, back when I used to work out in the field a lot, I would put that app on and I would listen to a book. Yep. So this is called Love by Sophia, written by Jim Averbeck and Yasmeen Ismail. Here we go. Thank you very much, Miss Keisha, for telling us about that. Thank you, Kanell. All right, here we go. Maybe if I scooch over this way. There. Now that's better. You guys can see all of the book. Okay, here we go. Today's assignment, draw something you love, Miss Paradigm said. Sophia scooped up her crayons. She knew just what she would draw. But when she shared her work with Noodle, you're right, too ordinary. You're right, too humdrum. Looks good to me. I like it. You're right. Better, but still too flat. Art is hard. It's not hard. Problem? Asked Miss Paradigm. It doesn't look right, said Sophia. It doesn't feel real. Maybe you could use a little perspective, said Miss Paradigm. Perspective? Asked Sophia. What's that? Your paper is flat, but our world is wider, higher, and deeper than that. To make your art feel real, you must see all these dimensions. Look closely. Closely? Sophia hugged Noodle tightly and gazed up the length of his tall neck. Noodle's acciones looked tiny, she thought. Look, way up there. Remember we learned about the acciones? They're like her little antenna up there. Hi, Amelia and Everett. Thank you. Hi, you guys. Welcome aboard. We're listening to Love, and we're listening to and reading Love by Sophia. Yeah, but as Noodle bent down for a kiss, his acciones appeared bigger and bigger. The same thing looks bigger close up, smaller farther away, said Sophia. Exactly, said Miss Paradigm. To a bird flying over Noodle, his head would look huge, but his hooves look small. Exactly, said Miss Paradigm. Ah, a bird's eye view. But at his feet, his hooves look huge and his head small. Hey, that's a worm's eye view. What you see depends on where you are looking from, said Sophia. Exactly. That's why when you see from someone else's viewpoint, we say you've gained perspective. But to make great art, you must find perspective that's all your own. And Sophia did. Perfect, she said. Noodle twitched an ear. You're right, said Sophia. This picture belongs on the refrigerator. I like her little afro puffs. This was no ordinary claim because this was no ordinary fridge. It was the Whitney. It was the Whitney at the Guggenheim, the Louvre Museum of all refrigerators. It was also brand new double-door stainless steel cool kitsch. Not a scratch, not a dent, not a smidge of sticky tape residue. It would be a tough sell to the selection committee. Mother, a judge, father, a businessman, Uncle Conrad, a politician, and hardest of all, the head curator, Grandmama, who held severe attitudes about art. This is not a regular refrigerator. No, ma'am. No, not at all. Sophia approached Mother first. I call this piece Love. May I hang it on the refrigerator, please? This work feels incomplete, Mother said. It's simply a fancy letter O. There are 3 more letters in love and 100 more ways to look at art, Sophia argued. Hanging it will leave fingerprints, said Mother. I therefore issue an injunction against its display. That's censorship, said Sophia. That's stainless, replied Mother. Sophia looked so sad that Mother showed leniency. Go ask your father. There we go. I don't see love, said Father. You're looking at it wrong, said Sophia. Father turned it around and around, and round and round. I'm sorry, he said. Abstract art doesn't hold value. But love is priceless, said Sophia. Not on the free market, said Father. You might have better luck in the public sector. Ask your uncle. Hi, Don Jones. How you doing? Hi, Jamie. Hi, Amelia and Everett. Welcome back. Public art is public good. Wait, sorry, let me read that. Public art is a public good, Sophia told Uncle Conrad. I call this piece love. May I hang it on the refrigerator, please? Uncle Conrad convened a blue ribbon panel. After much consideration, they returned their decision. Here's the blue ribbon panel. Looks like we've got bunny, kitty, bear, and horse. Pretty stringent panel. Tough standards. I'm sorry, said Uncle Conrad, but this piece looks like a 0. Are you saying love is nothing? We cannot commit public space to an idea so radical, so avant-garde. That's the wrong point of view. Uncle Conrad shrugged. Mr. Bunn suggests any painting called Love should feature safe, delicious carrots, and he will change his vote if you add some. Never, said Sophia. Sophia was despondent. How can we make them see my perspective? One committee member remained. Sophia and Noodle concocted a plan using their imagination station. Sophia presented her work to Grandmama. I call this piece of art love, she said. May I? Art! Cried Grandmama. A 6-year-old could do this. Sophia refrained from pointing out that a 6-year-old had. I can't abide abstract art, said Grandmama. Art should express emotion and elevate us. It should look realistic, like something you see every day. I do see this every day, said Sophia. It's a noodle eye view. Elevate her. With that, Noodle swooped down and lifted Grandmama on high. There she goes. Have you ever taken a giraffe ride? Not me, but it probably would be fun. Where, with a little perspective, she finally saw the love. A masterpiece, she told the committee. We are so lucky to have it in the collection, but I refuse to let this be displayed on the refrigerator. See, there's Dad. Wait, no, that's Uncle Conrad. There's Uncle Conrad, there's Dad, there's Mama, there's Noodle, and there's Grandmama. See, did you see that? It looks just like this circle. Circle of love. It deserves a place of higher honor. Oh, right in the living room. Huh? Yeah, I like it, don't you? There you go. And there's some little author notes in the background there too. Pretty cool. I like it. Cute story. And look, draw things close to you very big and things far away very, 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 very small. So tiny. Now on the other half of the paper near the top, draw a picture of a house and make it very small. And then draw a line across the paper, even with the bottom of the house. But don't draw it over the tree. Make it hide behind the tree. Does it look like the tree is closer to you than the house? Look. Right there. See? I like this book because it teaches you a little bit about how to draw and about art and perspective. Like, even though right behind me, see how close this book looks to the screen? It looks really close. But the shelf of books behind me looks kind of far away, but it's really not. It's all in your perspective. True story. That is called Love by Sophia. And you know what? You guys, even you little people watching, you could be an author and you can be an illustrator. All it takes is a little help, right? You might not even know how to spell words yet, but you can use pictures to tell a story. And you got crayons and paints and watercolors and pencils and crayons and color pencils and markers. Make you a book, honey. Yeah. And be sure to tell me about it so I can read it too. All right? Cool beans. Okay, so if you haven't already, you want to tune into the Read to Me, Miss Tracey at youtube.com and that's my email too. So if you want me to say hello to you, or if there's a book that you want me to read, you can tell me about it on my YouTube channel, or you can give us a suggestion on the Ismail StoryTime, or you can send me an email at readtomemisttracy@gmail.com. I'll be happy to give you a shout out. Now, we've got a couple of school books to read since everyone has started back to school. This one's called Raise Your Hand. It's written by Alice Paul Tapper, and the pictures are drawn by Marta Kissy. I like her last name. Raise your hand. My name is Alice Paul Tapper, but you can call me Alice. My mom and dad named me after Alice Paul, a brave woman who fought for women's rights over 100 years ago. I'm a Girl Scout. I like to have fun and try new things with my troop. One time, we earned a horseback riding badge after an afternoon at the stables. Another time, we went into the woods and studied birds, helping us earn our animal habitats badge. I don't know. I've ridden a horse, but I imagine that riding Noodle, the giraffe, would be more fun. Don't you think so? But there have been times when I was afraid to try things, even things that seemed simple. I was nervous when we went canoeing. I was going to go canoeing this summer, but I haven't really made it there yet. And I was really nervous when I had to go down the zip line on a ropes course. At school, I get to sit next to my best friends, Joelle and Lucy. I love school, but sometimes it can be scary. Good morning, class, my teacher said one day. Who can tell me what the world's largest ocean is? My hand shot up. The Atlantic, I answered. I'm sorry, Alice. That's incorrect, she said. It's actually the Pacific. When I realized I got it wrong, my face felt hot and my heart thumped hard in my chest. I tried not to look at anyone as I sank lower in my seat. Aww. Let's try a computer question, my teacher announced. What do you call an error in a computer program? A bug, I thought, starting to raise my hand, but I wasn't totally sure, and I had already gotten one answer wrong. I quickly put my hand down. I looked around and realized that only boys had their hands up. A virus? One boy said. No, but good try, my teacher told him. Anyone else? I looked at my lap. I think it's called a bug, another boy said. That's right, my teacher told him. Oh, man, you know the answer to that. I was still thinking about what had happened when my mom drove me home from school that day. Mom, are you ever too scared to say something because you might be wrong? I asked. Of course, she said. But I tried to be brave and say it anyway. Are you sometimes scared? What about you guys? Are you guys sometimes scared? Yeah. Yes, I admitted. And today, I noticed that other girls in my class might be too. But most of the boys aren't. I wish there was something I could do about it. Why don't you talk to your Girl Scout troop? My mom suggested. Maybe you can come up with something together. At our next Girl Scout meeting, it turned out I was right about the other girls being nervous. I also noticed the boys were raising their hands more than the girls, said Lucy. And once, not one girl raised her hand the whole day, Harriet added. I want to raise my hand, but sometimes it's too scary, Sonia confessed. What are you afraid of? Our troop leader asked. If I don't get the answer right, people might laugh at me, Sonia said. My friends and I all nodded. So they laugh at you. What's the big deal? That's when I had an idea. We earned patches for doing activities like camping or community service. I said to the others, what if there was a patch to help girls like us feel more confident in class? My friends loved it. They thought it was the perfect plan. My heart thumped hard in my chest like it did during class, but this time I was smiling. After that, I got to meet with the Girl Scouts Council to talk about my idea. I was nervous, but also excited. They thought it was the best idea they'd heard in a long time. Together, we came up with the Raise Your Hand badge, pledge, and patch program. Very smart cookie she is. Everyone we told liked the idea. I even got to talk about it on TV. But I was too scared during the interview. I almost couldn't say anything at all. It was a lot scarier than raising my hand, but I guess that's part of what made me brave. I was afraid, but I did it anyway. Some kids at school didn't understand why we were doing the project. You're saying girls are better than boys, one boy said to me at recess. But I did not think girls were better than boys. I just wanted girls to believe in themselves. What are you talking about? That's not what she's saying. What? When I got home from school, my mom had a surprise. Look, Alice, she said, showing me the computer screen. These messages are from Girl Scout troops across the country. I jumped up and down, woohoo, woohoo, in excitement. They're all asking to get patches and take the pledge. I asked, are they all, is that all for the patches and taking the pledges? I was amazed that so many girls wanted to be a part of the program. In class the next day, I knew it was time to step up and take the challenge. So I raised my hand once, and then twice, and then 3 times. Woo! I didn't always give the right answer, but it wasn't the end of the world. I knew that getting the answer wrong wasn't embarrassing, and speaking up didn't have to be scary. And I was proud of myself for trying. Oh, wow, look. In biology and science and history, pretty cool, huh? So now it's your turn. You can do it. Be bold, be brave, and raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you're sure. Raise your hand. All right, anyway. That book was written by Alice Paul Tapper and illustrated by Marta Kissy. It's called Raise Your Hand. So that's what you got to do in school, you guys. Okay, so I've got one more school book to read. And then, let's see. Yep, I'll do that one next week. So I wanted to follow up on this one. Starring Carmen. I'm going to read that another time too. But someone asked about that because it was up on the shelf. And I hope you're watching, but it's called Starring Carmen. What a jazzy little girl. We'll read that one next week because I want to get these library books back to the school. I want to get these library books back to the library, okay? Because someone else might want to check them out. This one is called Milk Goes to School, and it's by Terry Border. Wow, Milk is all dressed up. And look, there's an egg on a skateboard. Now that is risky. There's a carrot going into the door. There's a cupcake in the window. I guess the cupcake must be the principal. And look what the school is made of books. Did you guys see that? Look, the roof is a book. How cool is that, right? Hi, Robbie. Thanks for stopping by. And Robbie, if you have any little people in the audience, for sure, let me know who's out there with you, and I'll say hello to them. And be sure to subscribe to Read to Me, Miss Tracey at youtube.com. Okay, let's get this book started. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. Oh, look at all the cool book packs. And you know, a lot of the books that we've been reading today, a lot of them have, they're like drawn, the pictures are drawn with watercolors, but it looks like these are actual real thingies, like miniature art. Yeah, that someone makes with their hands, that they're really small. How cool is that? How neat, right? It was the morning of her very first day of school, and Milk was feeling just a tiny bit scared. Ooh. Don't worry, her dad said. You're la creme de la creme. That means the best of the best. And he gave her a brand new backpack for good luck. Aww, isn't that nice? Thank you, Daddy. Oh, strawberry milk. Who likes strawberry milk? I do. I like almond milk better, though. Gives me the bubble guts in the stomach if I drink regular cow's milk. And besides, cow's milk is for baby cows, okay? Almond milk, buddy. Rice milk, almond milk, cashew milk, nut milk. Anywho, at school, Milk walked over to the first kids she saw. I really like your backpack, Cupcake said. Thank you, Milk answered. My dad gave it to me. He said I'm la creme de la creme. Waffle leaned over to Cupcake and whispered, I think this milk is spoiled. Milk sniffed herself. She didn't think she was spoiled. I don't think I'm spoiled. They say that about Miss Tracey because I don't have any brothers or sisters and they just think I'm spoiled because I get my way. Not true. Please find a seat, everyone, said Miss Prayer. Sit by me, Milk said to Cupcake. You're pretty like I am. Yet she's spoiled, Waffle said to himself. But Milk ignored him. She didn't think she was spoiled at all. Look, there's Waffle. And is that her book bag? Oh, there's Cupcake, her new friend. And there's Paradise Lost. Someone's reading Paradise Lost. And then there's Egg drawn away. And then there's Apple. Miss Pear asked everyone to draw a picture of their family. Milk asked Carrot, would you like to share crayons? I don't care at all, Carrot said. Like I said to Salad, let us be friends. Carrot seemed okay. Everyone did a good job, but Milk was really proud of her drawing. Don't you think it looks beautiful? She asked Carrot. Waffle looked at Carrot and said, "Spoiled." But Milk shook her head. She didn't think she was spoiled. She was just trying to be friendly. Oh, look at all their artwork. Lemon and Lime did stuff together. Looks like, oh, Pepper and Salt drew a picture of their family. Yeah, there's Salt and Pepper. There's Peanuts. There's Mr. Peanut and Miss Peanut and Grandpa. And there's Little Apple, Green Apple, Red Apple. And there's several carrots. How cute is that? Then Miss Pear asked the kids what they wanted to do when they grew up. Cupcake wanted to be an artist. Peanut wanted to be the first astronaut on Mars. Potato wanted to be a sailor on a gravy boat. Milk said that maybe she could be a queen because she liked being the boss. Waffle said, "She's so spoiled." "You don't seem too sweet yourself," said Milk. Next, the class worked on their spelling. Couldn't wait to show the other kids what a good speller she was. Sweet, sour, S-P-I, oh, look in the spoon, S-P-I-C-Y. Oh, vegetable soup with noodle, the alphabet soup, yum. So when Milk's paper got splattered, she yelled, "Oh!" and stomped her feet. "You messed it up, Sue," she said. Waffle turned to Soup and said, "She's spoiled." But Milk didn't think she was spoiled. She just liked having her paper look pretty is all. Oh boy. Man, I don't think Soup did it on purpose. Later in the library, oh, Miss Tracey's favorite part of the school, Milk asked if someone cut the cheese. "I don't like that saying," said Cheese, "but I think someone tooted." What? Yep, see, that's what happens when you do dairy. I'm saying someone tooted. "Oops, sorry," said Beans. Milk started to leave. "I'll curdle if I stay." "Spoiled," Waffle mouthed to Beans. "You don't seem too sweet yourself," said Milk. "You're an awful Waffle." Oh, seems to be some problems. Hi, Felicia. Welcome aboard. Reading, it takes you places. On the way back to class, Milk followed Waffle and Cupcake in line. "Waffle, you are slower than Syrup," said Milk. "That's not true," said Waffle. "Syrup is way back there behind us." Cupcake turned and waved at him. Milk was not happy. She was just trying to be friendly. Look, there's Waffle, Cupcake, and Milk. Looks like pizza, peanut, and pure maple syrup. And guess what, you guys? Look what they have in their hands. They just left the library and they've got stories they're going to take and read with them. Books, you know. Back in the classroom, they watched a movie that showed baby chicken nuggets hatching. Aww. They were so cute. But Egg got worried because he didn't want something to hatch from him. Milk said, "Don't worry. I think you might be a rotten egg." "Look who's talking," answered Egg. And then both of them got in trouble for arguing. "They're both spoiled," Waffle said to Cupcake. Milk decided she didn't like Waffle. They do look kind of yummy and cute. At recess, Milk watched as Apple asked Waffle how they could get some more kids to play tag. Ice cream! Yelled Waffle. Really? Apple said. Why would you do that? Ice cream! Yelled Waffle. I know, I heard you, said Apple. And it's scaring me. Waffle said, I'm just trying to get Ice Cream's attention over there. Ice Cream! Hey, Ice Cream! Would you like to play? Milk wished someone would invite her to play, but she knew what Waffle would say if she asked, and Milk didn't think she was spoiled at all. At the end of recess, Celery lost a raisin, and everyone helped look for it. After a while, Milk admitted she had already thrown it away when she found it sticking to her shoe. She did offer to get him a new one, but Waffle rolled his eyes. Milk wasn't sure if she liked school at all, or if any of the kids liked her. Aw, poor Milk. On the way back to class, Milk was too sad to watch where she was going. She didn't notice Banana's peel. Zoop! And someone bring in some kittens, laughed Egg. I bet we can make some good cottage cheese out of that spoiled milk, laughed Waffle. Oh, Waffle is just awful. If we jump up and down, I think we can make that milk shake, laughed Beans. Oh my goodness, look, Waffle's trying to float his boat in the milk. Oh my goodness. Waffle, that is so not nice. It's just not nice at all. Cupcake was worried and began to cry. Milk might be a little spoiled, but she did ask me to sit by her this morning. And when we drew pictures, she did share her best crayons, said Carrot. Plus, she said she would go to the lunchroom to get me a new raisin, said Celery. And milk does help grow strong teeth and bones, said Barbecued Chicken. Let's not cry over spilled milk, said Miss Pear. We'll mop her up and get her back in her carton in no time. During all of this, while she was just a big puddle, Milk heard her classmates. She was surprised any of them cared about her, especially because maybe she had been acting a little bit, just the tiniest bit spoiled. Maybe. But the excitement wasn't over for the day. As soon as Milk was back in her carton and all the kids were back in the classroom, Cupcake got a whiff of Pepper, who was standing nearby, and chew! And Cupcake sneezed off her frosting and sprinkles all over Milk and everyone else in the class. Everyone waited for Milk to get steamed, but she didn't yell or stamp her feet. It's okay, Cupcake. It was an accident, said Milk. Now we all look like la creme de la creme. The whole class laughed, even Waffle. It's kind of funny. I was wrong about you, Waffle said to Milk. You're not too spoiled. That's nice of you to say, said Milk. You actually seem pretty sweet yourself. Oh, look, they've got cupcake frosting all over them. The end. Milk Goes to School, written by Terry Border. How cool is that? I love the real pictures in that. So I don't know if you guys are back in school yet, or maybe you guys, some of you are learning from home. But you know what? There's always somebody out there that's gonna see things differently than you do. And maybe they make assumptions about who you are and why you do the things that you do and say the things that you say. You know what? Just give it a little time. They'll come around. Yeah, you just keep being nice, keep being yourself, keep smiling. And who knows? Maybe Waffle was just having a bad day. Or maybe someone teased him and told him he was a flimsy waffle or he wouldn't hold butter. I don't know. Or maybe some blueberry waffles or strawberry waffles or banana nut waffles. They thought they were better than he was because he was just a regular waffle. Who knows? But you know what? No matter what people do to you, you just keep on being the best you can be. Right? Yeah. And look, just by being who she was, Milk made a lot of friends. She just didn't know. They didn't always tell her how friendly, and glad that she was their friend. Yeah. Keep being your best, right? 4 agreements. All right? 4 agreements. Always do your best. Keep your word impeccable. Don't assume anything. Keep your word impeccable. Don't assume anything. And don't take anything personal, right? 4 things. Don't take anything personal. Always do your best. Keep your word really good and pure and true. And always do your best. Did I say all that again? Anyway, there's a really good book, The 4 Agreements. And it's good for moms and dads, teachers, all of that. Yeah. Mr. Ruiz wrote that book. It's a really good one, and it's great for kids too. Here's another thing that's good for all people, ages and sizes. Hug yourself! Wrap your arms around you and squeeze. Yes, you read a lot of good stories today. Good job, you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, give yourself a hug, especially grown-ups out there, If you can't get a hug from someone else, make sure you give yourself a hug. It really does feel good. And then you're going to wonder, how come I never thought to do this before? Yep. Hug yourself, boo. All right. Amelia and Everett and Miss Jamie, Keisha and Keenel, Krista and Juliet. So glad to have you. Robbie, Felicia, Car, Jamie, Dawn, Cynthia, Christopher Jackson. Yes, Jamie, Stephanie Murray, Krista Faith. Yes, I'm so glad to have you guys watching along with me. It's time to go, though. Yeah, it's time. I really had a ball. I love reading these stories. I have so many books. I have so many books to read to you guys. You guys, for sure, check us out at the Read to Me Miss Tracey at youtube.com. Gmail me at the same email address at Read to Me Miss Tracey. Please like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys. I love doing this. It's a labor of love. It's kind of like a ministry to me. Make sure you support I See Me Bookstore or your local bookstore too. And that's that. Yeah, local artists. In the meantime, I'll see you later, alligator in a wild crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug, blow a kiss, mwah, jellyfish. I'll see you soon, big baboon, out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear, wave goodbye, butterfly. Hey, you guys. Yeah, give yourself a hug. Read to your pets, your kids, the kids on the block, the kids in your story time, or the kids. Read to your pets, your stuffed animals, your truck, your doll. Yeah, they love for you to read to them, okay? Yeah, awesome sauce. You guys, take a book with you wherever you go because the book is always going to be inside you. That's right. Thank you so much. Mwah. Take care, everybody. Bye. Ahala.